Congratulations, your book is live. Now what? We got the best question. We get the best questions in our community, even just in the YouTube chatter or even on Facebook. The question we're getting is what information, what elements, what can you change on a book once you've hit live? So let's dive in. This is going to be a fast video because there's only so many things that you can actually change. My name is Jenny Hanson-Lane, and I've been publishing for 3 years, and I've changed a lot about my books just to optimize, learn, and repeat the process over and over again. It's what helped me scale to 6 figures. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 3 or 4 things that you can actually change. And if this is helpful, just let me know below of follow-up trainings or tutorials that I can share with you to help you along your way. Now, we know that when you upload a book, it's all the stuff that you put inside of the Amazon listing is the metadata. That is the keywords, that is the title, the subtitle, the description. And so let's go through each step so you know what cannot be changed, okay? So the first step, and one of the most important steps when you have a book that you're listing, is the title. A title cannot be changed once it's on Amazon. You can unpublish a book if you don't love the title or for whatever reason, but you will still see the listing showing up. And you'll see that when I first started to publish, if you look under Jenny Hanson-Lane, I have all these different random books. I was trying to figure out what is happening, what is going on, and they didn't really make sense to be under my name. And so I unpublished them, but they still remain. So that is why we talk about how important it is to pick keywords for titles. Like, is a customer searching this? And there are many of you that are authors that have even taken my beginner course, the Self-Publish Starter Kit, because you want to get comfortable with uploading your own manuscript. And sometimes, actually like 90% of the time, uploading a journal or planner under a pen name is one of the best ways to learn, because getting a title wrong doesn't matter so much. I even have students that have spelt things wrong on books. If you spell something wrong on a title, the chances of Amazon changing them are very, very low. They may have a little bit more grace, but from publishing over 612 books, it seems like that's something we need to get right in the beginning, okay? So not only can we not change it, if you want to get Amazon traffic, it's important to use customer search terms. That is what Amazon calls them, which I think is really powerful. Reframe for you to think about, we're not just naming books what we want. If we want to make money, we want to name books what the customer wants, okay? The second thing we cannot change on Amazon is the subtitle. Some of the reasons that these are not able to be changed is because then people would pick trending keywords that are hitting, lots of financial milestones every day, and it would just be a mess. So think about that when you're doing the subtitle. It's also a way to leverage the customer search terms and actually describe who the book is for. If you watch previous videos of mine, I've talked about creating a book that feels like a birthday invitation. Like, who is it for and what is it? And those are always really helpful for the customer because they actually read it. A title and a subtitle go together on the listing. The only thing that separates them is a colon. And so that's how you know what a title is and what a subtitle is. I showed somebody that today that has published 3 books, and they did not know that the colon differentiated the title from the subtitle, okay? So those are 2 things that you cannot change. The third thing you cannot change on your book is your series. Like, if you have books in a series, it's always going to be named that, okay? So those are the things that it's like Bible. And there's just one more. Can you guess what it is? You already know what it is. You'll have to hurry and put it in the chat, in the comments. It's the author name. Now, I know someone, this is a relative, they used many variations of their name for many variations of their book. And I was looking up their book, and I had to send them a message, and I was like, did you know you have 5 pen names? Like, no, I have one name. This is what my name is. And I was like, no, let me show you how to group them all together. And they can't. Amazon has not changed that for this relative. So I showed this person how to claim them on Author Central, but it is really important for you to use the same pen name when you're publishing similar books. Don't put a little comma between there. Don't do a little extra letter. Like, keep it uniform. Sometimes I will screenshot the pen name and at the origin story of like, okay, this is how it looks, every single first name, middle name, last name. Like there's 5 different boxes that you can use to create a pen name. So it's important that you do it in an organized manner. Okay, so those are the 4 things. That's not that much, right? But it's like part of the metadata. So let's talk about like what actually makes it fun to change on Amazon. And that is the description. So if you're like going into a season where you want more organic sales, you want Christmas season, like whatever it is, you can actually change that in the description. You can call out the buyer. You can add more of like features and benefits of like what exactly are you providing with this book. And you have 4,000 characters. Now, there's a big discussion right now in the marketing space if short form copy does better than long copy, long form. And I've been testing this with my books, and it's still too early to actually tell you the results. But for the most part, I think long form is kind of preferred when you are doing a book description. There's a couple clues to that. Is I have leveraged this and I've done short form, and it seems like my books that just share more information do better. Now, there's also a reason why Amazon has allowed us to use 4,000 characters for the description. People never pay attention to this and they don't use enough keywords there. So that is my tip for that. Now, you can change description. You can change the backend keywords, right? The metadata. If I have a book that's selling those backend keywords, those 7, I just don't touch them because it's like if it's not broken, don't fix it. If I have an idea for a keyword, do you know what I do instead of putting that metadata, changing the metadata? I create another book or I run ads to that keyword because I already have a book that's working. Let's do it again and again and again and again and again, okay? The last thing that you can change is the cover. You can change a cover while a book is live. You can change a cover while a book is unpublished. You can change a cover when a book is live with ads. This is one of my favorite things because it falls under the marketing category of A/B testing, where you can actually see what book did better. Now, this means you do actually have to spend maybe 14 days to 30 days running ads to see the data. And if you get a lot of impressions and no clicks, that could be an opportunity for you to change your cover. Most recently, I think if you're getting a lot of impressions and you're getting 15 to 20 clicks and no sell, you should update the cover and test it again. And this helps me so much get better at cover creation when I see what doesn't work, okay? Thank you for being here. Please put in the chat how I can help you, what videos would help you along your way. Please remember that books are profitable and that you are in the place to start growing your book income stream machine. I have a free training coming up. If you want to come, I'll invite you below. Here are some additional videos that YouTube is suggesting. And if you don't quit, you can't lose, and I will see you in the next video.